I would play all night? Well, I got something else I want to tell you. That's why I will. I surely will. You know, they can take your sons or your daughters and call them into the Army, the Air Force. They're 17 and 18 years old. And if they survive and don't get killed and come back home at 19 years old or 20, and they're not old enough to drink a beer, and you've been over there, kill or be killed, and they make a man or woman out you to be killed or killed. But when you come home, if you survive, you ain't old enough to drink a fucking beer, and I can't go for that. And the reason I'm saying that, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's why I'm not a politician, because they wouldn't let me live long, because I would tell you all that truth. And you can believe as I stand here tonight, I've been to every country in the world, and I got invited to Russia 2 years ago, and I refused to go. And we were in Europe about 2 weeks before this thing started of what's going on now in Israel. And I was booked to go to Israel. And I told my crew, I'm not going there right now. Something ain't right. And they said they were going to sue me. And right after 2 weeks, when that shit started, they called me back and said, I got to apologize to you. Because I'm glad you didn't come. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm saying that, I got a son here tonight. And if you got children and grandchildren and what you want them to do, please don't tell them that I want you to be a lawyer or a doctor, because if it doesn't happen, they're going to point their fucking face in your face and say, hadn't it been for you, I would have did that. So the point I'm trying to get you, I got a son here tonight. I didn't go home and say, son, you want to play a guitar? And they didn't know, you know, I'm talking about that age limit. And you know, in a blues bar, you got to be 21 or over now to go there. Unless you're a musician, now they changed that. If you can play, they can't stop you from working. But anyway, when they were holidays, they would put the speakers in the yard like this, and they would play Prince, Michael Jackson, and all that stuff, and my son would be smiling. And every time they put my record on, my son would run out there and say, oh, no shit, don't play that. And when he turned 21 years old, he came into a blues club, and I said, he said, is that you? He said, Dad, I didn't know you could do that. And he started crying. I said, no, I just didn't tell you that. Don't follow me, follow your own things. I'm with you 100%, whatever you choose. I ain't gonna choose nothing for you to do. Now, if you don't believe me, he's here tonight. Do you want to hear what he's like? Right now? He don't want to come out and play with me. But tell him, let's listen to me now, not him. I just want to bring my son out here to one day. And they were telling me we don't have much time now, but I would like to get him in there with me. I just want to hear a little more blues. They say they got something to tell me, but I want to hear this before they do that. I want to hear. They say she's no good, people, but let me tell y'all something. She's all right with me. Shit. Let them have it for a minute now, then I'll get There's another one, Tomo. He was there coming out and jam with us too there. So, I got a surprise for the legend Buddy Guy. We've been trying to make this happen for the last 15 minutes. And I know he has no earthly idea what's about to happen. Because to be honest with you, before earlier tonight, I had no idea what was about to happen. But don't nobody move. You're about to find out. Man, I want to play some more. Lord, have mercy, that sounds so good to me. Lord, have mercy. Y'all, this got to be the time of my life. I'm sitting here swapping licks with Buddy Guy and Tomo and Greg up here, y'all. So,
Here's what happened to me a little earlier tonight at the merchandise table. There was a man that came up representing the state of Massachusetts. And he's sitting right there. He's gonna wanna know, but there he is right there, sitting right there. Stand up, if you will, while I tell this story. So he comes to me and says, Eric Gales, let me read something to you. It says, on behalf of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the House of Representatives, do hereby let it be known that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Eric Gales in recognition of his lifetime of contributions to music and the arts in keeping the blues alive and thriving. There's more. And it also goes on to say that today, given this day, June 17th, in the state of Massachusetts is declared National Eric Gales Day. But wait, there's more. That's not only applicable to me, there's one sitting here with Buddy Guy's name on it that also states that today is not only National Eric Gales Day in the state of Massachusetts, but it's also National Buddy Guy Day.
Education. I was born on a farm. I didn't know what running water was until I was 15 years old. And to be here tonight and accept something like this, there's got to be somebody look down on me. Yeah. Accept this in honor of the great blues players that I learned everything from. They all passed and gone, but I know they're resting, and I hope they know. And my grandparents used to tell me they know what you're doing, they know what you're talking about. Because I learned everything from them. I didn't learn nothing from a book. I learned how to play ball listening to Muddy Waters, B.B. King, and I could go on and on and on. When they have something like this happen to me, I don't want to cry because I'm a hurry believe, because I will cry. Because I didn't never believe I could have been around the world from Africa to whatever country there are. The ones I told you about, I didn't go to the Soviet Union and places like that, but I love you, America, and I love you people that love America. Thank you so much. With me and you together on this, man, what a day this guy never will forget a day like today, man. And let me say this. Well, you know, next month, on the 30th of next month, I'll be 89 years old. And it's very seldom you get 89 years old and get anything given to you. I love you the most, and I'll come and see you whenever you invite me back again. Me and this man here. Let before I leave, I got to tell you this. I got a mojo working, but it just don't work on you. Shit. I say I got a mojo working, but it just don't work on you. I wanna love you so bad till I don't know what the fuck to do. I didn't tell you this one, I got to tell you this. If I did, forget me if I couldn't. Woman I love, you know she kinda big and fat. Now what's wrong with that? Did I do that already? Yeah, it's a woman I love. You know, she kinda big and fat. You can laugh if you want, man, but let me tell y'all something. It's kind of good like that.